for today's Cyber CEO episode.
And there's a lot of support to the Cyberbacker, which is what I love about. I find myself in the car a lot of times driving between showings, and I'm on the phone with my Cyberbacker. Hey, can you send this email? Hey, can you write this offer? Hey, can you look this up for me? Which I wouldn't be able to do, and it wouldn't even be safe to do while I'm driving. And that does volumes for my business. She is just so versatile as a person that she just took on the task and went straight for it. Honestly, before I did the interview, I knew I was going to hire her. She was just so overqualified for the role. I knew it was her. I mean, I can spend nights and weekends with my family. I'm doing this to create opportunities for my family that I didn't have. But at the same time, it conflicts when I'm saying I want to do this for my family, but I'm working 80 hours a week and not spending time with my family. So having that additional leverage to get stuff done so I can spend time with my family is invaluable. This is a great service, and I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have 𝗙𝗲𝗱𝗶 as my Cyberbacker.
Welcome to Cyber CEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. Cyber CEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. Okay, another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. My name is Jello. We're back with another episode of Cyber CEO. And of course, we have a very special guest on the show right now. Julian, how are you doing today?
I am doing amazing. Glad you asked. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you very much for being on the show. We're very, very excited to have you. So let's get the show rolling. To let you know, we have a lot of listeners who are also business owners just like you. So I need your help here. Can you introduce yourself to our audience? Maybe starting off with, what's your role in the business, Julian?
Yes. So my name is Julian 𝗙𝗻𝗹𝗶𝗋. I am a realtor. I'm a team leader. I work on a team of about 5 people, including my Cyberbacker. I have been doing the business for about 6 years. It has been a phenomenal 6 years. Last year, I had the pleasure of being acknowledged as Realtor magazine's 30 under 30. Yes, thank you, which is just one of many other accomplishments. And I've been just so excited to be able to dive into this business, and my business has scaled because of my Cyberbacker.
But first off, congratulations again. A lot of awards for you. And again, just under 30. Imagine that. Imagine what you can do with more years, just 6 years in the business, right?
Looking forward to it. Looking forward to see what's in store.
So I just wanted to know, which county do you service? Which area?
So I'm in Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston, Massachusetts. Okay. Now, I'm curious to know, how about with Cyberbacker? How long have you been with us?
So I've been working with Cyberbacker for about 6 months.
6 months. Okay. Is this your first time working with someone virtual?
This is my second time working with someone virtual. And Cyberbacker's model is very unique, and it definitely provides a lot of leverage to both me as the user, and there's a lot of support to the Cyberbacker, which is what I love about this particular system of working with virtual assistants.
Yes, definitely. Here in Cyberbacker, we don't just give you, hey, here's your person. We're there to support them back as well, of course, to make sure that it's going to be a successful partnership. Now, I'd like to know, how was the transition from working with people who are in the office, people that you can meet every day face-to-face, to now having to work with someone virtual? Was there a big difference for you?
I would say there wasn't much of a difference, but in some ways it actually provided more leverage because there wasn't the thought of commuting, waiting to meet someone in an office. There is always someone on standby via text, call, or email that I can reach out to. And as a realtor, especially during the spring in Boston, which is a 4-season state, the spring is the hottest time of the year to buy and sell a home. I find myself in the car a lot of times driving between showings, and I'm on the phone with my Cyberbacker. Hey, can you send this email? Hey, can you write this offer? Hey, can you look this up for me? Which I wouldn't be able to do, and it wouldn't even be safe to do while I'm driving.
True, that's true. Of course, again, now you have someone who's there right in front of the computer whenever you need anything, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
And that does volumes for my business.
Of course. Now, you already talked about a few of the things that you leverage off to your Cyberbacker. What are the other tasks that you leverage off to your Cyberbacker anyway?
So, shameless plug for Cyberbacker. Before you hire your Cyberbacker, they make you write a list of the 10 most important things that you will need from a Cyberbacker. And that is a very reflective process for me or any realtor. It really forces you to think through where are the areas that you need leverage. So what my Cyberbacker does for me is they help with listings. So I hired a listing backer. My Cyberbacker prepares the listings on the back end. She coordinates with the photographer. She coordinates with the sellers. She gets documents signed. She collects additional documents. She schedules showings for me. She does comparative market analysis, which I use on both the seller and the buyer side. She writes offers for me. I mean, this wasn't in her job description, but 𝗏𝗀 helped me to even redesign my website, which I hadn't planned for, but she is just so versatile as a person that she just took on the task and went straight for it.
Awesome job by 𝗏𝗀 there. Again, imagine not in the job description, but she went ahead and did that. Now, I'd like to talk about the process of getting partnered with 𝗏𝗀. So you went through the hiring process here in Cyberbacker. Now, I'd like to know more about your experience there.
Yes. So Cyberbacker sent me 5 candidates to decide from. Before even doing an interview, Cyberbacker is very thorough about screening their candidates. So there was and correct me if I'm wrong, it was a personality and behavioral profile. So you get a sense of how your Cyberbacker performs from like a work standpoint, trustworthiness standpoint. The Cyberbacker also provided a resume. Some Cyberbackers had videos that they submitted before the interview. We did a rapid fire interview where I interviewed 5 candidates at the same time. I mean, 𝗏𝗀, there's so many great things I could say about her. Honestly, before I did the interview, I knew I was going to hire her. She was just so overqualified for the role.
Just looking at her resumes, her credentials, then you just knew that it was her.
I knew it was her. I knew it was her.
All right. Now, in a partnership like this, something that's virtual even, or not just virtual, you really need to build on the partnership, right? You really have to give time to your Cyberbacker and the like. So how did this become a successful partnership between you and 𝗏𝗀? Do you have any tips that you can give out to our listeners when it comes to creating such a successful virtual partnership?
Definitely. So being very transparent with your goals. And I would say the biggest thing is remembering, especially when it comes to virtual assistants where they're not physically there, you have to remind yourself that this is a person. They have a life. They have a family. They have other responsibilities. This is not just some robot on the other side of the screen who's just waiting to accomplish your task. So reminding yourself that this is another human being that has emotions, and having weekly meetings, weekly goal setting meetings, weekly check-in meetings. It is very easy, especially as a busy realtor, to go through my day and just focus on getting things done. But my Cyberbacker cannot read my mind. They don't always know what I know. They don't know what I expect. And daily, as well as weekly, being transparent, discussing things, and then also giving them room to provide feedback, as well as room to discuss things that we could be doing more efficiently. Like the website is one of many things that 𝗏𝗀 has taken on her own. Like when I say I was impressed with the website, I just told her that I was thinking about redoing a website. She found me a list of 5 different hosts for a website. She called the website host. She found the best pricing. She was on the phone with support multiple times. There were days where I would just send her an email of questions, and she would send me a voice recording of a conversation that she had with customer service. This is a great service, and I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have 𝗏𝗀 as my Cyberbacker.
There you go. Just giving that extra step, that extra something, of course, to make sure that you have everything that you need for your success, for your business to succeed, of course. Now,
definitely.
One last question. We've been talking about 𝗏𝗀 for a while now, and I know she's going to be listening once we have this uploaded. So, What do you like most about your cyberbacker, Alana? I know there could be tons of things that you like about her, but if you could just give us one, the first thing that comes to mind.
If the list goes on and on, it's tough to say one thing. I would say that she's constantly striving to be her best self. Yeah, she's very much growth minded, and that comes in various different areas. I know this is the Father's Day special, so Alona, and it's up to the comfort of the user of Cyberbacker, but Alona follows me on Instagram. She knows I have 2 children, and she is always trying to think of how can I make Julian's job easier so he can spend more time with his family, or what are ways that I can improve to make sure that he's not working through the night, or that we're getting stuff done during the business day to give him more availability to be with his family. Because at the end of the day, especially for me, and I know this is a common trend with realtors, like one of my biggest why is my family. I'm doing this to create opportunities for my family that I didn't have. But at the same time, it conflicts when I'm saying I want to do this for my family, but I'm working 80 hours a week and not spending time with my family. So having that additional leverage to get stuff done so I can spend time with my family is invaluable.
Now, talking about that additional time that your cyberbacker has given you back, what are the things that you can now do for your family, Julian?
I mean, I can spend nights and weekends with my family, which ironically is when we're supposed to be the busiest as realtors. So we do a really good job of front loading our day and trying to anticipate tasks that will come up so that we can get it done prior to waiting right before an offer deadline to prepare to submit an offer. We will reach out to the client. Alona will do a comparative market analysis. She'll get the pre-approval and she'll say, hey, this is what we should be considering so that you can get this out of the way instead of waiting at the 9th hour, stressed out, overwhelmed, and just not happy. And we can't always be happy in this business, but if you can be happy and productive at the same time, that is a perfect combination.
Of course, the perfect combination right there. Now, one last question for you. Now, as a parent, what do you think, Alana, your cyberbacker has done to better your personal life and professional life, Julian?
So I have 2 young children. Her children are older. This does not come with a job description, but she also gives me parenting advice.
Wow.
And she thinks she's very considerate as a person. She reminds me to eat meals. Like I forget to eat sometimes because I'm working so much. Or like yesterday, for example, when I was calling her to do a task while driving, she advised that I stop texting because I have 2 small masters that I need to be there for. So a call would be better.
There you go. Just the support, and your cyberbacker always got your back. And we here are very, very excited to see where this partnership grows to, of course, for many more years to come. And Julian, thank you very much for being on the show. I hope this isn't the last time that we get to do this.
Absolutely. I'm here to help.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of CyberCEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.